song. I said, Missy Chinwo for church, but for club now, Cardi B said.
Come to think of it, a lot of musicians have used Jesus in their music. A lot of musicians have called God in their music, and I'm talking about secular musicians now. What if Obidiz has said she be Jesus for church, but for club she be devil? What if we had used Jesus and devil? Would we get angry that, oh, why are you calling Jesus and devil together? Hello, Becky Culture family. Welcome to another interesting video. So in this video, we are going to be talking about Mercy Chinwo suing Obidiz. I know this is not news. It's been trending on social media for a while now, but I've not talked about it on the channel because I kind of wanted a progression to the story. The only information out there was just that Mercy Chinwo was suing Obidiz, and that was it for a while. I kind of wanted the story to unfold. I wanted, a progression to the story so that I can have more information to share with you guys. Recently, Obidiz granted an interview where he threw more light to the story. He said his own side of the story, which is why I decided to do this video today. So stay tuned to the video. It's going to be quite informative. This is Becky Culture Media, where we share content that evolves around events, places, movies, hot topics, and personalities. If you're new to the channel, you're most definitely welcome. You can become a family member by subscribing to the channel and also click on the notification bell so you can get free notifications whenever there's a new upload here. I'll be so happy to have you as part of the Becky Culture family. If you're already a family member, thank you so much for tuning in. Now let's get right into the video. Okay, so guys, when I first heard that Mercy Chinwo was suing someone, I was like, Mercy Chinwo, our Mercy Chinwo, the Mercy Chinwo we know, our faith gospel musician that is always cheerful, always happy, always, the happiness minister, always trying to make people happy. What could have happened that Mercy Chinwo will be suing someone? So I decided to dive into the story to get more info, and I realized that Mercy Chinwo is actually suing an upcoming artist. I call him upcoming artist because so many people didn't know him before this situation, started. I don't even know him. I've never heard of him before. But yeah, I found out that there's this musician called Obidiz who has a song titled Mercy Chinwo. Title of the song is Mercy Chinwo. Interesting. So he sang a song titled Mercy Chinwo, where he was talking about a girl with double standards, and that the girl is a pretender. From the lyrics, that's what the song is actually saying. The girl is a pretender. When she's in church, she behaves to be a good girl. Then she goes to the club and she's something else. So she used Mercy Chinwo as a description of a good girl, and Cardi B as a description of the wild girl she is in club.
I said, Missy Chinwo for church, but for club now, Cardi B said.
So that's the lyrics of the song, and that's what actually prompted the whole suing and all of that. So then they said Mercy Chinwo was suing Obidiz for 2 billion naira. 2 billion. I didn't say 2 million. I didn't say 200 million. I'm talking about 2 billion. So aside using a name in the song, there is this pic mix on his Instagram page where he kind of put Mercy Chinwo and Cardi B side by side.
I wasn't the one who made that mix. Yeah, somebody did. And somebody made that clip, tagged me to it. I retweeted. That was mentioned me actually on Twitter, and I retweeted. I saw it on TikTok too. I reposted it. Some people weren't cool with that.
He said that Mercy Chinwo did not contact him directly, that the lawyers of Mercy Chinwo contacted his publishers, and his publishers called him to tell him that, look, oh guy, this is what is going down. Mercy Chinwo's lawyer has called, and they said that you have to take the song down and all our pictures down, else they'll be suing you for 2 billion naira. He said when he heard it, he was shocked and he felt like it was ridiculous to be suing you for 2 billion naira. He actually made it clear during the interview that he's still sourcing for funds to film the video of the song. So, of course, as an upcoming Nigerian artist, you definitely know that he will not be able to afford such a lawsuit. He won't be able to afford 2 billion naira. He said that he's a fan of Mercy Chinwo and that he listens to Mercy Chinwo's song every morning and that he really likes Mercy Chinwo and that he likes what she represents. And he also said that they are from the same region, which is River State, Port Harcourt. So concerning the song titled Mercy Chinwo, where he talked about Mercy Chinwo for church and Cardi B for club, he said he was actually saying his story and experience that he had when he was attending a church in Port Harcourt. He said he was a member of Christ Embassy and that he was still a very young boy. It was between the ages of 13 to 14, as that's when he was attending Christ Embassy in Port Harcourt. And that the experience he was narrating in the song was the experience between him and his pastor's daughter. That his pastor because he was in the choir and he was an instrumentalist, he was a dancer, he was a really talented young guy, that his pastor's daughter will always come to his house to take him to church. And because the parents trusted his pastor's daughter, they would always allow her to take him to rehearsals and to vigils and all of that. You guys know how those church things go. So yeah, he said the pastor's daughter was now introducing him to this was exposing him to this kind of life that he didn't know existed, exposed him to girls, to sex, and all of that. Since this topic has been trending online, I would say that there's been two divides. Some people are on the side of Mercy Chinwo, while we also have some people on the side of Obidiz. The people on the side of Obidiz feel like Mercy Chinwo has gone overboard, or why would she sue an upcoming artist for 2 billion naira? They feel like she's not the first musician or the first celebrity. If you're familiar with the Nigerian music industry, it's a thing. People use celebrity names and in their music just to make it look more relatable and more interesting. So they feel like, oh, Mercy Chinwo is not the first person that a musician would do this thing to. She's a celebrity, she's a famous person, so it's normal for somebody to use a name or something in his or her music. There's also those people who believe that the guy didn't use her face but just her name, and that she's not the only one bearing Mercy Chinwo. I also went to the comment section and I saw people saying that, oh, this is going to be a promo for Obidiz, is going to become more famous, and which is true actually, because everything has a good side. Because like I said from the beginning of this video, I didn't even know Obidiz. I've not heard of him before. I have never listened to any of his music, although he has a couple of music. I think he has a music with Duncan Mighty as well. So it's not like he's really new in the industry, but he's not really popular yet. A lot of people do not know him. And I think from this whole situation, he kind of like gained more popularity. I know him, and I'm sure a lot of you now know him because of this whole situation. While there's these other people on Mercy Chinwo's side who believe that Obidiz shouldn't have done what he did, or they believe Mercy Chinwo represents a gospel brand and her name or her face shouldn't be used for things like that, shouldn't be used for secular music and all of that. She's a gospel brand, she's anointed, she represents the Christian kingdom. So why would a secular musician go and use her in a song that talks about Mercy Chinwo for church, Cardi B for club? Come to think of it, a lot of musicians have used Jesus in their music. A lot of musicians have called God in their music, and I'm talking about secular musicians now. What if Obidiz has said she be Jesus for church, but for club she be devil? What if he had used Jesus and devil? Would we get angry that, oh, why are you calling Jesus and devil together? What if he had said she be Mary for church, but for club she be Jezebel? Would we be getting angry that he's calling Mary and Jezebel together? What I think about all of this, about Mercy Chinwo suing an upcoming artist for 2 billion naira, I don't think Mercy Chinwo is after that money. Because if she's actually after making money from Obidiz, she wouldn't be suing him for 2 billion naira, knowing fully well that he will not be able to afford such a money. So I don't think Mercy Chinwo is after that money. And also thinking about it, I don't think that decision to sue Obidiz for 2 billion naira was directly from Mercy Chinwo. I feel like that advice was given to her by a lawyer, because how all these lawyers now, how they behave. She might have just gone to a lawyer to say, okay, contact this musician and to let him know that I don't like, my name or my face being used for such content. So the lawyer might have gone ahead to say, look, we are not just only going to contact him, we are going to sue him. We're going to let him know that we are suing him for 2 billion naira. That's my opinion. I think that's what might have happened behind the scene, because I do not see Mercy Chinwo as someone who will just come forward and say, I'm going to sue this musician for 2 billion naira. I think this whole thing was just to make sure that the music comes down. They just want the music to be, they don't want the music to circulate any further. They do not want the guy to keep using her name and her face in, any of his content or in this particular content. That is why they threatened him with 2 billion naira lawsuits, just so that he's going to bring the music down. But from what I can see, Obidiz is not even bringing the music down. The music is still on all his streaming platforms. He's still making reels with the music. He's still posting stuff about the music on his social media handle. So he's not bringing the music down. And I also believe, personally, I believe that this issue will not get to court. For those of you that are waiting for, court case, for them to start going to court and, start, lawyers and all of that, I don't think it will get to that. So you guys should let me know what you think about this. Do you think Mercy Chinwo is doing the right thing, suing him, and do you think he should pay the 2 billion naira for using Mercy Chinwo's name? Or do you think it doesn't matter, since she's a famous person and name can be used just like every other celebrity names has been used as well? So just let me know what you think about the whole situation in the comment section below. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, and become a part of the Becky Culture family. If you're already a family member, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.